Thank you for joining me here this afternoon. The time is now 4:06 p.m. Central, and you have a live look at an ongoing severe weather outbreak across portions of central Mississippi. Just moments before we started this live stream, we did have a very concerning supercell that looked like it was going to produce a tornado or come very close. Since then, it has weakened in rotation, but it is now near the very ominous town of Rolling Fork, Mississippi. If you know, you know. But anyway, as you can see earlier, this did have some very concerning rotation as it was moving up towards Highway 3, but never did get tornado warned and since has weakened out. So we'll continue to watch it as it pushes northeastward towards Yazoo City, but for right now it's looking like things are calming down with that cell in particular. However, we do still have several other supercells to watch right now that are going to have the capabilities to strengthen and maybe become tornadic here, especially down in portions of southern Mississippi and southeastern Louisiana over the next couple of hours. So we'll watch out for that. Already today we have had some tornado warnings across portions of Louisiana and Mississippi, although we have not had any confirmed tornadoes yet to my knowledge, but it does look like, yeah, we did have two tornado warnings at least earlier today. So again, we're going to go ahead and continue to watch this outbreak as it unfolds. Thank you all for joining me here on this lovely Wednesday afternoon, and let's go ahead and get right into the coverage here. So at this very moment, we don't have any severe thunderstorm warnings. Again, we had one for that supercell in Mississippi just before we started the live, but at this point, we don't have any ongoing. But I will say again, any discrete cells that pop up today are going to have a decent environment to work with here to potentially become tornadic very quickly. What's up, Mr. Storm? Killa Peachy Loves, thank you for tuning in. We'll go ahead and set a like goal for this stream. We'll say 50 likes for this stream. If we go ahead and hit that, that would be awesome. That'd be very cool. So go ahead and pin that message there. So again, we have got ourselves quite an event to watch today. The Storm Prediction Center has said that there's a 5% chance of a tornado within 25 miles of any given point across portions of southern Mississippi, southeastern Louisiana, and kind of clips the Alabama state line there as well. So if you're in this area today, you have a 5% chance to see a tornado in your town. This includes the north side of New Orleans, Louisiana, the northeast side of Baton Rouge, Louisiana, Hattiesburg, Mississippi, Gulfport, Mississippi, Macomb, Mississippi, and we're also going to be seeing a lot of water spouts today here across the Gulf of Mexico. In fact, we could have an ongoing water spout right now over Lake Pontchartrain. I never know how to pronounce that, but we do have a cluster of showers and thunderstorms that could potentially become tornadic here over the next several minutes, so we'll continue to watch out for that. Again, there is a decent water spout threat with that, so have to watch out for that. Again, if you're traveling over Interstate 10 there, make sure to try to avoid that area probably, but again, several little embedded areas of rotation popping up in that little cell there. So, again, that's another thing to watch. But I think the greater threat does come a little bit further to the north, back into parts of Mississippi, where we've already got more well-established supercells. The Storm Prediction Center has mentioned that there is a 40% chance of a tornado watch being issued for portions of southern Mississippi, southeastern Louisiana, and far southwestern Alabama between now and 5 p.m. Central. But they put this out a long, long time ago. I personally don't think it's going to happen, but there is still that small possibility. Supercell structures and tornadoes possible this afternoon. A tornado watch is possible. Again, I think if they were going to issue it, they would have already done it by now, but we will see. There's still time left, so we'll see what happens with that. But for right now, we have got ourselves some storms to watch. All right. We're going to go and get Mr. Storm on this stream here, because he was trying to call me earlier. I know he's watching, so we'll get him on.
Yo.
What is up?
Are you still live?
Yes.
Alrighty. How's it going, everyone? Glad to see you out here.
Yeah, so again, this is Mr. Storm here. I will say one of the bigger concerns, actually, with today's event is going to be the flooding. We already do have some flood warnings in effect for portions of Dixie Alley, but also back into parts of the mid-Mississippi Valley, parts of Tennessee and Arkansas. We got some flood advisories, flood warnings, even back into parts of Kentucky and Indiana. And this system is even impacting me back out here in southeastern Illinois. We have been seeing heavy rain in what it feels like all day. In my area in particular, it looks like we have gotten a decent amount of rain totals here, but nothing too crazy. But again, further to the south, the more intense it's going to get. What just happened? The Climate Prediction Center's, what am I saying? The excessive rainfall outlook All right, we do have a slight risk of seeing flash flooding within 25 miles of any given point today across portions of Louisiana, Mississippi, and far southeastern Arkansas. Again, that's a 15% chance. Slight risk. Tomorrow, we don't have a risk, and then going into Friday, we don't have a risk. Severe weather and flooding threat does kind of cool down here over the next few days, but I actually think that this weekend things could pick up again, so that'll be something to watch out for. I think that the plains could be an interesting area to watch. What's up, Lucy, Levi, Sam? Thank you all for tuning in. You have a shelf cloud coming in right now? Wow.
What's up, guys?
Shelf cloud is still pretty far away, so I'll be here for a bit before I go take some pics. Alright, sounds awesome. Let me know if you see anything cool. Again, at this point, the supercell that originally looked like it was going to produce a tornado is actually dissipated. And again, it got very concerning, and also it was very close to Rolling Fork, so obviously that was probably freaking some people out, but at this point it has since weakened and it has been replaced by a new supercell kind of, so we'll kind of see what it tries to do here. But right now it's just looking like a big heavy rain bag, a lot of lightning, some wind, some hail, but it's not discrete, so hopefully it does not become tornadic here. Again, it's a very small chance at this point that that cell in particular does. Again, I would watch southern Mississippi and southeastern Louisiana potentially for some water spouts coming onto shore. It does look like that's going to be a pretty high possibility here this afternoon and this evening. But, again, our slight risk encompasses parts of southeast Louisiana, southern Mississippi, and then clips the Alabama-Mississippi state line. And then the marginal risk includes a small section of the Florida Panhandle, southwestern Alabama, most of Mississippi, extreme southeast Arkansas, and eastern Louisiana. Just got back from a dense wave of hail, and golf ball-sized hail dropped on your hood a minute ago and made a big dent. Wow. Might get lightning tonight at best. I don't know. I'd be pretty confident, Levi. I think that there's a good chance that you see some lightning. In fact, you've got some thunderstorms off to your west right now, and they are likely going to go just north of you, but there's definitely a good chance that you see some thunder today. Again, I'm probably too far north to see any thunder, but
I think I'm a little too far east.
What's up, Patty? It's going good. Can Abbeville expect tomorrow? It's supposed to be a very dreary day. It is supposed to be a very dreary day across the Deep South again tomorrow, but again, no severe weather is expected. So just some thunderstorms. I mean, if we just go ahead and zoom in here, we'll take a more in-depth look. The shelf cloud is coming from a pretty weak line of storms in eastern Missouri. Nothing crazy. Okay. Alright, so let's see this here. So we'll look at the NAM. Yeah, I'd say it's probably a 50% chance that you get some thunderstorms today, Levi. I think it's a 75% chance that you get some rain in general, but 50% chance of storms, I'd say. So again, Abbeville, South Carolina. Looks like the rain is going to start late tonight and then continue into the morning time hours of tomorrow. And the NAM actually likes the idea of maybe even a stronger cluster of showers and thunderstorms around the lunchtime area. So we'll see what happens then. But as we go into tomorrow evening, things should dissipate very quickly. And then, sorry, what are you going to say?
Did you put up the cell near Braxton? Because that's pretty discreet, so I think it has a chance to produce down the line.
Where's Braxton? What state? Mississippi?
Mississippi, but the showers ahead of it might have wiped out the environment, I don't know.
Yeah, well, and this environment really wasn't that great to start with. Really, we'd be looking a little bit further south, probably, for any sort of big-time tornado threat at this point. And if you actually look at the past scans, that cell's been weakening as well. So it looks like the atmosphere is kind of stable in that region at this point. What's up, Storm Chaser 575? Again, this cluster of storms near Yazoo City, I know it looks intimidating here on the radar and such, but really all it's going to be is a bunch of heavy rain, some lightning, some hail, some wind, which obviously sounds pretty scary, but the tornado threat's nothing. Can I check Hurricane Sarah here in Tampa Bay? So it's not actually Hurricane Sarah yet. It's not even Tropical Storm Sarah yet, but it is a potential tropical cyclone. And it's looking like at this point that we're not going to see any major impacts to the United States, at least until sometime next week. It's showing a landfall here in the Yucatan, and it looks like after that happens, that potentially it could re-enter the Gulf and try to strengthen again. The GFS has been trying to show that, but this week you've got nothing to worry about with Sarah, I'll say that much. Or soon-to-be Sarah, I should say.
Glad to see you, Storm Chaser 575. I haven't seen you in a while.
It is a very goofy track, yes. It does these donuts, and it's very interesting. It kind of stalls out just, and this is actually going to be a huge problem for folks that are down here in Central America. It stalls out for so long, just north of the Iona area. And if we look here, the National Hurricane Center is saying that that could actually lead to local areas of 20 inches plus of rain in the Honduras. So it's going to be very intense in terms of the flooding threat. Again, maybe some damaging winds as well, but very interesting how it kind of stalls out there.
Yeah.
So again, I honestly think that what we're seeing here with this storm near Yazoo City is the beginning of a big line trying to form, it looks like. So we'll see if that triggers any severe thunderstorm warnings here within the next several minutes, but for right now, we're just going to chill in. The 18Z GFS is coming out as we speak. And again, it kind of likes the idea of something trying to get going no longer this weekend, but early next week. Like we're talking Monday, Tuesday, maybe some sort of severe threat across the plains. Especially Monday, I think will be a day to watch across parts of the plains. And maybe even some snow on the backside of this for the upper Midwest, it's looking like. And again, the GFS has been very consistent on that.
Yeah, I mean, I think that at this point a major pattern change is anticipated. But I think this pattern change could definitely be favorable for snow lovers in the northern tier of the country. All right, some pretty nasty winter storms are definitely possible, depicted by the GFS. Now, not those fairy tale runs. All right, those are the ones you got to ignore. But the ones that are less than 200 hours out and show some, could be some decent amount of snow for an area. That's the one, where you can look at it as a signal. But the ones that are 250 plus hours out, monster snowstorms in November, right? That's a lot of whack. You want to look at stuff that's a little bit earlier than that.
Yeah. So Omar, don't completely forget about soon-to-be tropical storm or Hurricane Sarah entirely. But again, for the next week or so, don't worry. Just make sure that you're staying consistent with the forecast updates. But there is a very small chance that anything like Milton or Helene happens again with this system. Again, it's going to be much more tame if it makes any Tampa Bay impacts at all. So again, just keep an eye out on the forecast, see if things change. Again, we'll be live here every day, probably for the foreseeable future. Again, today we're live for severe weather. Tomorrow we'll probably be live for updates on potential tropical cyclone 19. By the way, I forgot about this. I didn't mention this yet. We do have a marginal risk up in parts of the Pacific Northwest today, and we actually saw a big-time tornado in Oregon yesterday. What's up, B-Dog? But a marginal risk has been issued for some gusty winds coming onto shore here in parts of the West Coast. So no massive deal, but look out for some flooding would be the main thing, actually, I'd say. But again, these storms near Yazoo City right now look very, not concerning, but it does look like if they are continuing to move this slow, they could definitely cause some localized flooding over areas.
Yeah.
And again, a little bit of rotation trying to wrap up there. Again, this storm previously swallowed a storm that was rotating pretty decently, and it looks like something's trying to happen near Limerick. So we'll keep an eye out on that, but for right now, there's no need to worry about a tornado at this very moment in Yazoo City, but we'll keep an eye out. Yazoo City is another area with a big tornadic history, obviously. All right. What's up, Avery?
Yeah, I do see some rotation setting up north of Satardia.
Yeah.
Could definitely wrap up there as we do have a possibly little inflow notch trying to set up there, but I don't know.
By the way, everybody, this is just a live look outside my house right now. It is an absolute downpour. Let's see if we can get this up here. Should work here in a second. There we go. Well, you can't really see it on the stream, but it is raining. It's kind of hard to tell, though, again, on the stream, but it is coming out very good. Again, the raindrops are so thin you can't really see them, but I promise you they are there, and it is coming down pretty good. It's also quite windy, but... Wow, yeah, a lot of rain. Again, it's getting quite gusty too, actually. Probably 25-mile-an-hour gusts right now. I mean, the trees are shaking a good bit, so... But, again, a lot of heavy rain entering parts of southern Indiana, and that could cause localized flooding like it did back towards Evansville. So, getting down through parts of Kentucky, down the I-69 corridor. But there's another band of thunderstorms trying to do something here in parts of Missouri, but it's not much to worry about other than more rain. So... Again, if you're just not tuning in, make sure to like and subscribe. We're trying to hit 50 likes this stream. That may have been a little bit too crazy of a goal, but we are at 19. So, again, I really appreciate it. Alrighty. We are also trying to hit 1,900 subscribers this week, and we are, like, so close. Let's see, yeah, we're 7 away, so if you have not already, please, please, please make sure to subscribe.
Yeah, definitely get into that milestone there.
Yeah, we're also trying to hit 2,000 by the end of the year, but that's more of a long-term goal, so we'll see.
Yep.
No, I'm not watching for a tornado threat with this, Kevin. I'm just watching because, again, I think a bigger line of concern is trying to happen here, so I think damaging winds could become more prevalent. 2K by Thanksgiving? That'd be pretty wild. It is possible, but we need 100 subs in, like, the next 2 weeks, but we've had 100 subs in a day before, so it's possible. Okay, and they actually did just give the storm near Yazoo City a special weather statement. Again, we said it might get severe warned. This is a step below a severe thunderstorm warning. Wind gusts up to 40 miles per hour. They also have a little note down here. High winds can bring down trees and large limbs, resulting in serious injury or property damage. Exercise extreme caution when outdoors during such strong winds, and especially be aware of older trees. Your head out for a few? Alright, sounds good. You had 136 subs in one day. Yeah, I've done that a few times, but only whenever I've gotten raided. Actually, no, I think I did it once without getting raided, but that was a really random stream that popped off.
Isn't that the one that was like an Ohio event and you were the only one live?
Yeah, the Ohio Valley, because it did kind of unexpectedly overperform. But
I just remember we had a ton of tornadoes and I was live with you for most of that event, but I just remember it was like an insane amount of people.
yeah, we had that whole stream. We had over like 100 people the whole time. So, Avery, if you're open for a snowstorm within the next week or so, the only way you'd be seeing that is if you're in the upper Midwest. But this is the current run of the GFS coming out again. It likes the idea of that severe weather system in the plains that we're expecting early next week, pushing northward and creating a massive massive winter storm for parts of the upper Midwest here. Again, parts of Wisconsin, Minnesota, Iowa, the Dakotas, maybe far northern Missouri see some flakes. I don't know if you're in Missouri or not, but I feel like I remember you saying that. But again, massive winter storm potential there. And again, the GFS has been very consistent on this. We're, only 150 hours out, so confidence is increasing. But don't be scared, be prepared. But this could be the biggest winter storm that this area has seen so far this year. I'll be real with you guys. Other than potentially that Halloween winter storm that we had. What's up, the mind of Blake? How's Louisville, Kentucky looking for me right now in the Ohio Valley? Again, some heavy rain about to pack a punch in Louisville potentially for a few minutes. But other than that, just kind of a dreary, windy day.
Can everyone come in here? Please subscribe. We do daily severe weather coverage when needed, if needed. We're trying to get Davis to hit 1.9K.
Yes, sir. So, yeah, Kevin, we were talking about that earlier. Sarah's not only possible, but I'd say it's likely at this point. Within the next couple of days, I think we'll end up with Tropical Storm Sarah or a subtropical storm. We'll see. But getting rain right now in Kentucky. Yes, let's get Mr. Storm to 1,000 by the end of the year. Wasn't that your goal?
Yes, sir. We're 51 away as of right now.
So if somebody wants to put his link in chat, that's fine. I know, dude. That's the only thing that's really saving us for a potential Gulf landfall from this thing.
GFS really scared us with those crazy runs, but this is a good example of why we never trust the GFS. Even, sometimes just over 100 hours out, sometimes the GFS can do some pretty wonky things. So, much better case scenario playing out, but that flooding threat could definitely be as bad as what we would see as far as like the puff winds with what some of those GFS runs were showing for Florida. So, I don't know, but we'll see.
Apparently B-Dog was your 900th sub on his ult account.
Oh, nice. Thank you. Appreciate it.
Levi, I'm sure you know this, but you have to have 1,000 subs for monetization, right? I'm assuming you know that, but you said 500 in monetization, so I'm just wondering.
Yeah.
Alright. Speaking of monetization, guys, we're getting very close to that here on this channel. And again, I'm not going to set up donations for certain reasons that I'm probably not going to disclose on YouTube, but I will have monetization on, so just know that even if you're not, you don't have to donate to help me. I know a lot of people have been asking for that. You guys will be helping me without donating or anything. Literally just tuning in will help me out a lot. So again, thank you guys so much, but donations are probably not going to get turned on anytime soon, but we will be monetizing hopefully very soon. Again, hopefully we can get monetized kind of right whenever the spring severe weather season gets going.
Are you like pretty much there, or do you still have a long way to go?
I need 400 more hours, but remember, it has to all 4,000 hours have to be in a 365-day period, so.
Thank you for subbing. Killer. We're essentially 50 away.
50 away. Yeah, we were talking about that earlier, Kevin. Getting near Rolling Fork. We had a quite concerning supercell. Never did get a tornado warning, but it got very close. It did have a severe warning with the tornado possible tag. We still got a little bit of rotation trying to come back as it approaches Yazoo City, but again, at this point, it's mostly just a wind threat.
You're right about that, Kim.
Yeah. All right. So again, Indiana, I mean, just get ready for a big, not a big time, but a decent flooding threat. Yeah, nothing else to look out for, though. All right, CA Avery, thank you for tuning in. Yeah, that's why we always watch the cell mergers, but... Is there anything in Oklahoma? No, not really. Not at all. Again, Oklahoma next week could get interesting, but for right now, you're fine. See ya. So, again, mainly just watching the Yazoo City storm at this point. Yes, I do have a NOAA weather radio now. If you guys didn't see my short, I know a lot of people didn't, but... Oh, that was nasty. Okay, Central Kentucky. I'll get back to you guys in a minute, but I'm going to go ahead and grab that really quickly. So, Mr. Storm, if you could creep the stream going, that'd be awesome.
Yeah. Alright, so, covering severe weather here with everyone's favorite. I'm just kidding. Yeah, so I'll be, going live, really, if we get any tornado warnings, if anything gets warned, I'll probably go live, but right now, just seeing broad, but fairly strong rotation, actually. This is kept up for a while at this point, so just watch out if you're, near Yazoo City coming up towards you guys. Yeah.
Alright, so here is, my NOAA weather radio. Let's actually go ahead and turn this on again. This is going to make the iconic, voice that people are familiar with in relation to emergency alerts. So if you're out in public, probably turn this bit down, but let's go ahead and play this really quickly. So this is the forecast for southeast Illinois.
Jasper, Lawrence, and Richland.
Ooh, that's nasty. Okay.
Central Illinois,
Yeah.
Central Illinois, Southeast Illinois, and West Central Illinois. For tonight, no hazardous weather is expected at this time. For Thursday through Tuesday, no hazardous weather is expected at this time. Spotter information statement. Spotter activation is not anticipated through tonight. The time is currently 4:34 p.m.
But yeah, if you're not aware what a NOAA weather radio is, it's basically, it just gives you the forecast over and over again for a specific area.
Now for the official
So,
National Weather
here is the
Service
forecast for southeast
and
Illinois.
surrounding areas of southeast Illinois. Rest of today, showers. Near steady temperature in the lower 50s. Southeast around 15 miles an hour with gusts up to 25 miles an hour. Chance of rain near 100%. Tonight, showers until midnight, then a chance of showers, a slight chance of thunderstorms and drizzle after midnight. Not as cool. Near steady temperature in the lower 50s. Southeast winds 10 to 15 miles an hour, becoming southwest after midnight. Chance of rain near 100%.
So yeah, that's, it'll keep going, but that's what that does. So what's up, Paige? What's up, Pam? Thank you guys for tuning in. Again, we're trying to hit 50 likes this stream. It's probably not going to happen, but I do appreciate you guys tuning in. Again, if you could help out the channel, make sure to like and subscribe. But yeah, if you don't have one of these yet, they're really cool. Again, I've been wanting one since I got into the weather community, so almost 2 years now. What's up, Jesse? And we finally have one, so it's pretty cool. And again, it's, this is one of those ones that's like, this is the one that you will use if you're in a, you know, in a dangerous situation. You know, it's got a flashlight, it's got an emergency button, and if you click this emergency button, I'm not going to do it because it's very loud, but if you click it, it puts off this really crazy siren sound. The reason it does that is if you're actually trapped, like if you are trapped in your home after a tornado or something and you can't get out, then that sound will go off so that people will know that you're in there.
Yeah, I've got one as well. It's just I don't live in the plains, so I'm probably not gonna have to use it for any severe weather event. But definitely just to keep me posted on everything that's happening while I'm not watching the weather. It's pretty useful.
Yeah. Thank you, Paige. What's up, Matt, Jesse? Um, I will say you've probably, I don't know if you have it on for this, but if you do, you've probably been getting a lot of red flag warnings recently.
Yeah. I haven't had it on in a couple months, actually.
But yeah, you've been getting red flag warnings every day. Same thing with the rest of New England. And if you're wondering when that's going to stop, probably not anytime soon. The fire danger does remain quite high for the next several days with very limited rainfall. Not super high winds, but some gusty winds. So again, I mean, it's going to be a struggle to get you guys out of those drought conditions. We get a new drought outlook tomorrow, but
Yeah, it's just been horrible.
you're meant to be getting snow in the southwest bit of England. Wow.
But yeah, even after the rain we had a couple days ago, it's just not done much, and so that storm system that's currently cutting across the United States right now, that was expected to bring some rainfall to us and probably break our drought, but we're seeing kind of like what I like to call the pitching machine effect, where we get a high pressure system and a low pressure system that kind of basically steer storms farther south. So we get a flow coming from the north that pushes basically every storm that comes our way to the south of us. So that's what's keeping us dry for the most part.
Well, that and also whenever you've gone, however many months without any rain, a quarter-inch rain, it'll help, but it's not going to completely solve the problem.
Yeah.
But yeah, for anybody just now tuning in, we're watching an intense thunderstorm roll into Yazoo City, Mississippi as we speak. Again, the National Weather Service has mentioned that this storm definitely could down some weaker trees, stuff like that, so watch out. And it'll keep pushing northeastward through this area. And my printer's going off, so that's really cool. Just randomly does that sometimes. Also unfortunate to deliver, but the Valencia floods caused a small tornado outbreak. An IF2 was rated in areas close to Valencia. Utterly a devastating system. I know IF2 is on the stronger side of things, but I don't know exactly what the wind speeds are with that. I could look them up right now. IF2 tornado wind speeds. I know it's similar to an EF2. So an IF2 contains 114 to 134 miles an hour. So yeah, basically the same thing.
Graham cracker. Your cat is sad. Alright.
I don't know if you were referring to my radio or not, but everybody loves the Blicket streams. I don't know. We'll have one soon at some point since everybody loves them, but there's been so much to do recently with Linked Life and weather. Speaking of Linked Life, the final episode comes out on Monday, 3 p.m. Central. Look out for it. It ends in a pretty crazy way, so be on the lookout. And the series is literally only 4 episodes long, which is kind of crazy, but that's how it is with the Life series.
And it's been pretty frigid here in the Northeast as well. I know this morning I woke up, it was 34, but it's also been incredibly windy. We've got gusts up to 25 miles per hour today, so it's also, kind of what's causing those red flag warnings, but the wind chill has just been horrendous today, so it's really feeling like the middle of February.
Well, and actually you mentioned that southern Nassau County does have a freeze warning for temperatures down to 30.
Yeah, I am in the northern Nassau, unfortunately.
Yeah. You still need to watch episode 3. Yeah, after this stream, I'd highly recommend doing that, because it is by far the most action-packed episode thus far, so... Yeah, we kind of went live at a bad time, unfortunately. I wanted to go live as soon as I got home, but my mom she had a meeting in here, so.
Yeah, I'm probably only gonna go live if we get any tornado warnings or any severe warnings that are intense. But as of right now, I don't think I'll have to go live today.
Yeah. Yeah, we've been mentioning soon-to-be tropical storm / Hurricane Sarah. What about Bestcraft? Bestcraft is still a thing. It was a thing long before I started posting it on YouTube, but we don't record it that much just because it's more of a chill world. Again, we may keep that going. We're going to keep it going IRL, but I don't know what the plan is for YouTube. But we've genuinely had that going since I think around 3 years. So, and it's been active for 3 years straight, which is pretty cool. Yeah, and I just keep playing around with this, but this is so cool. Again, I only got it a few days ago, so I'm still super stoked about it.
Yeah.
Yeah, I don't know if Richard's watching this, but Richard, if you're watching this, thank you for getting me this. That was awesome.
Up, Richard, if you're out there.
I don't know if he's watching this. I know he watches my streams sometimes, so perhaps.
I don't know who the heck is Richard, but he's a nice guy, so.
It's a cool person.
Alright. Glad to have you. If you're here.
Yeah, the crazy thing is that we've had major hurricanes in June and November this year, which does not happen in either of those months usually. I should do a Minecraft stream. I just don't have enough Minecraft viewers anymore to keep a stream active, unfortunately. Which is why we're only doing things once a week for gaming. Just spotted some updraft over some fields and twisted. So again, we're probably not going to hit 50 likes this stream, but if we could hit 30 likes, that would be awesome. Again, that's still a really, really cool goal that, a year ago would not have even aimed for 3 likes, so it's pretty cool. But
are you planning on staying live, like, based off the event, or do you think you're just going to stay live for a couple more minutes?
Probably just a few more minutes since, the event is nothing.
Yeah.
We have not had a single severe warning all stream. Again, there was one just before the live with the tornado possible, but I do play Bed Wars a lot. I can't do, Java. I'm not good at it. I'm decent at Bedrock, but what is the tornado count for the United States this year? So I actually looked. Mr. Storm, and I were talking about this just, like, yesterday, or 2 days ago, I think, but the current tornado count for 2024 is 1,746 now. Actually, no, it's like 1,760-ish. The past few weeks have not been counted here, but as you can see, in recent decades, the only year that has surpassed 2024 was 2011, which, if you're not aware, was the biggest year potentially for tornadoes of all time. So 2024 was very active, way above average.
So, Lucy?
What's crazy is that if you look at this graph, if you look at 2011, you can see April 27th so clearly. It spikes up. That outbreak in total produced over 500 tornadoes. It's crazy, but because, if you get an outbreak with, I guess it's technically not an outbreak, but if you get an event with 5 tornadoes, that's a big deal. So 500, 100 times, it's just crazy to think about. And that's something that we'll probably never see again, at least in our lifetimes, the April 27th outbreak. It's insane. Ryan Hall said a below average year in his forecast. It's crazy. Dude, I am ready for winter. I'm hoping that the next, major stream that we have to do, not just our daily 30-minute streams, I hope the next major stream that we have to do is for a big winter storm. I just want it so badly, and again, it's looking like that's a possibility, at least after this severe weather outbreak that we're expecting in the plains. Levi's live. Alright, well, if Levi's live, we're going to go ahead and end off the stream here. If you guys did enjoy, please be sure to like and subscribe. Again, we did hit 30 likes, it looks like, so thank you guys for that. That's awesome. We will maybe be back tomorrow for an update on potential Hurricane Sally, but for right now, or Sarah, rather. But for right now, we're just chilling. So, again, thank you all for tuning in. I'll see you guys in the next one, whenever that